called. Then moments later, LeBron hit the game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer. It was his fourth career winner in the playoffs. Take a listen to the King talk about the shot.
As a kid, you always have those 3-2-1 moments, you know, when you're a kid, and being able to have one of those moments, and that's what it kind of felt like. It felt like I was a kid all over again, just you know, playing basketball in my house, and you know, with makeshift hoops and my socks as a basketball, and you know, making the noise, you know. So that's what it felt like.
Shannon, what did last night mean for LeBron's legacy?
As a kid, I had those moments too, where I was gonna be on the show and I'd be able to bust somebody up.
Did you really?
On the regular? Yeah, I was like, yeah. It's like, okay.
On the farm?
Yeah.
You're
Growing up in South Georgia, say, yeah, I'm gonna have me a show. I'm gonna be on a show, and a red light gonna come on the camera. That's gonna be my time to talk, and I'll be able to bust somebody up on a regular basis.
Wait, you didn't need a red light to talk. You just talked.
Yeah,
right?
I was just talking.
Every moment was your time to talk.
Like, you know what? That'd be so cool to be able to bust you up on the reg. This did nothing, because you know what? Everybody knows.
Nothing?
Everybody knows how great LeBron James is, and greatness rises to the occasion. But what haters will do, and I'm not saying...
You mean truth tellers or haters?
Haters.
Yeah.
Haters will say, this is only the first round. That's Indiana. Georgia's 6-0 in the finals. So what's the big deal? He's struggling.
What? Did I write that down? Do you see?
I didn't. Hold on. I'm talking. You said it was my turn.
You keep trying to say what I'm going to say, and you damage your case because you bring up stuff I wasn't even going to bring up.
No, I'm saying people that know how great LeBron James is unfazed by this because they've seen him do it before. They saw Orlando. It happened. They saw 2 years ago Chicago happen. They saw Indiana. It happened. We've seen him do. In the regular season, we just saw him. He did it to Minnesota. So we've seen him make these plays before. We've seen him be extraordinary. So nothing changed.
Yeah.
But people will say, oh, it was all layups. Somebody said that earlier. I ain't calling no name. It's really none of my business.
You can call my name.
You said it? Oh.
It was a fact. I spoke a fact.
So.
They're layups. You're going to count the layup against Indiana, the layup against Washington? You're going to count them? They're just layups. Little layups off the glass. They aren't even dunks. They're layups.
Ask Patrick Ewing about a layup. Ask Patrick Ewing about a layup, Skip. Game 7. Layup.
I thought we were talking about LeBron.
So you know what? It's just a little layup until somebody misses it.
Well, asked Sabonis about one last night. I couldn't believe he missed a layup that would have given him.
What about Kevin Love? He missed 2 of them.
Yeah.
What about Rodney Hood? Point blank.
We are talking about the king, the quote-unquote best player on the planet.
The mere fact, Skip, that he's averaging 41 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists in the 3 wins, and they won those games by a grand total of 10 points, lets you know what he's up against. And he has to be extraordinary. See, he'll never have the luxury of doing like James Harden, going 2 for 18 and win by 20. Think about that, Skip. 44, 10 and 8, and he took a game-winning 3 to win a game. Let that sink in for just a second.
So is this topic about does LeBron have enough help?
No.
That what you asked? I didn't hear Joy ask that question.
She asked about his legacy.
We always get back to it just doesn't have enough help.
Skip, for me, it did nothing for his legacy because I already knew how great he was.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it. So nothing changed in my eyes.
Here's what I know about LeBron James.
What you know?
He's been in the league for 15 years.
Yes.
Let's just start with the regular season. He's now played 1,143 regular season games. 1,143 regular season games. I want the blind witnesses out there to open their eyes and their ears and let this go in their psyche. In all those games, he's hit 2 walk-off jump shots. These are higher degree of difficulty where you have to go Michael Jordan and make a jump shot like he did on the Utah Jazz at Utah. Right? Remember that?
But that wasn't a walk-off because Utah got a chance to get the ball in bounds, so that theoretically wasn't a walk-off. But go ahead.
Shot their heart out. Okay, so he's done it twice. He did it. I was watching the game. I watch every LeBron game. Back in 2009 on a Friday night, Ernestine and I are sitting there in New York City in our apartment watching this game. January 23rd, 2009, Ronny Turioff made, over Ronny Turioff, LeBron made a jump shot, a 2-point jump shot. That's number 1. This is in the regular season. And then you brought it up versus Minnesota. It was your basic catch and shoot, great long distance pass from Kevin Love. Remember that?
Yeah.
LeBron could just catch it and turn and shoot it over Jimmy Butler, and it was a 2-point jump shot. So he has two 2-point jump shots that are walk-offs. I always give him one more against Golden State, at Golden State, 2014. It was the game before the All-Star game. And our show we had taken to New Orleans for the All-Star game, so I'm watching it in my hotel room on my computer that night, on my sling box. And LeBron made one, but they didn't give him. It was like the Jordan shot. Golden State got another shot, so it wasn't a walk-off. But I give him 3 in 1,143 regular season games. That's not a lot. Just 3, that's a lot of games with only 3 and technically only 2. Then let's go to the playoffs. So counting last night, 222 playoff games LeBron has played. That's a lot of playoff games. 222? And he's made 3, counting last night. 3 in 222? Wow. So he made the shot heard around the world against Orlando back in 2009.
Yeah.
And then, just for the record, that tied that series at 1 game to 1 game. It didn't win the series, obviously, because then they go down to Orlando and lose, then lose again, then they came home and won one. And then it's in 6 games they're eliminated. But it didn't do anything.
See what you're doing?
Okay, but he did make that one.
Yeah, but see what you're doing is that I told you, if you're in LeBron's camp, if you believe that LeBron is a great all-time generational great player, this did nothing. If you don't, you again, like you said, he hit a game winner, and what you said, all he did was make the series 1-1.
No, but he did make that one. That was a shot. But if you could have, I don't know where you were in 2009. That's a long time ago. But
did it happen?
The next day, it was on a Friday night, I believe, and on Saturday, it was on CNN, like CNN, and saying, this is the greatest athletic achievement in the history of the world. LeBron James made a walk-off.
No,
remember, Mo Williams just inbounded to him, and it was a catch and shoot on Turkoglu, who kind of backed off, and he just, there was no decision to make. Do I drive? Do I have to shoot free throws? He just goes straight up and lets it fly. That's what he did against Jimmy Butler.
Normally, when people take a shot, they're not thinking about anything but getting the shot off. They're not thinking about what if I miss it.
Okay, do you know how many times LeBron has dribbled the ball up the floor? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm saying, just attack. They can't keep you from the glass.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Attack.
Hold on, Skip. You just criticized him. He was attacking last night, and then you say all of them are layups. Now, you can't have it both ways.
Last-second shooting.
Okay.
You're going to get fouled, and you're going to have to go stand there by yourself at the free throw line. And that brings me to the free throw stat, if you don't mind me throwing it out. All time, well, it's 15 years worth since he entered the league. We're talking about game-tying or go-ahead free throws in the final 5 seconds of fourth quarter or overtime. LeBron is 8 out of 14. That's not very good because that's just 57%. 8 out of 14. And of those who have taken 5 or more, he's at the bottom of the list. He's 8. There are 8 players who have taken 5 or more. If we just do a minimum of 3 or more attempts, the list gets a lot longer. It goes down to 37. LeBron ranks 29th out of 37. 8 out of 14. Well, that's not very clutch.
That's my argument. That's why it did nothing for his legacy. Because you are where you are. You said it's in late game free throws. You said it's the first round.
I think you're saying it can't save his legacy because it's not very good to begin with. I think that's what you just told me.
If you don't mind me asking, who have more game-winning shots in the playoffs, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
I don't know. It depends how you define it.
Define it any way you want to. The most last-second game-winning shots in postseason basketball history between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Who has the most? Define it how you want to.
Who would you rather have had?
That's what I asked him.
Okay, be honest. Open your heart, your guts up. Just say, who would you rather have the ball in the last 5 seconds of a playoff game? Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Who would you? Be honest.
I want LeBron.
Open up.
I want LeBron James because it's not.
You don't believe that?
Skip, I told you.
Don't believe it.
All you do is look at, did he make the shot? I'm looking at, did he make the right play? Skip, I don't get in the results. I'm a guy that believes the results will come. They won't always be, but I believe if we do the right things enough, good things will happen in the end. Like I said before, this is why, if this is where we are, LeBron James and what he's created is a lot like Donald Trump. You either here or you're here. You're not on the fence. He's forced you to take a side. Either you with it or you Team Jordan. That's the way it is. I'm sorry. And I don't mean, literally speaking that he and Trump are similar, but I'm talking about the support that they generate.
Yep.
Either you for him or you against him.
That is true.
And what you've tried to do, now we talk about his legacy. You come talk about free throws. We ain't talking about the game-winning shot, Joy. We ain't talking about averaging a triple-double.
Okay, but what if I told you again and again, LeBron is afraid to attack the I even tweeted it last night. He is the greatest driver of the basketball, attacker of the basketball, of the basket in the history of basketball.
Okay.
Nobody has ever been able to freight train the way he does.
Right.
Last night there were times when I'm saying, this is a joke. It's just a mismatch. Because Nate's just saying, I'll put a single defender on him, and if he scores, because I don't want those other guys to beat him, right?
But here's the thing, Skip. And because he's driving to the basket and he's having to play through contact, that's more taxing than Kevin Durant, the ball moving to Kevin Durant wishing.
I will give you that. But there were too many times that LeBron could have attacked the basket, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get fouled and have to go stand there by himself, get a little nervous-handed and miss. He has not been a great clutch free throw shooter.
But Jordan has missed free throws in the regular season, and they didn't win the game. So that's been done. But like I said before, you either here or you here. There's no in between, because you didn't mention anything about the triple-double, even though they lost. You didn't mention anything about the 4 MVPs. You didn't mention anything about the 2 MVPs in Miami, 2 in Cleveland. You went to an obsolete. You had to look long and hard. The man is averaging
obsolete
free throws.
It's not obsolete. It's a fact. I mean, nothing's obsolete. It happened. It's on his legacy. It's carved in stone.
So is those 6-game winners in the playoffs, which is one more than Michael Jordan.
Okay.
So is the most postseason points.
No.
And with the next steal, he's going to pass Scottie Pippen. So by the time he's done, he's going to have more.
What happened last year? Was it Game 3 at Cleveland when it could have been a series? And the Kings team is ahead by 4 with 1:30 left, and the King has the ball in his hands. He's dribbling out near the top of the circle. And I'm thinking, you can close this deal, can't you? You're up 4 on Golden State, and all of a sudden we're going to have a series, right?
But then,
what happened?
But then what you do? If he closed the series, that's what he's supposed to do. If he closed the series, that's nobody. He's been closing these last 3 games. Who closed the series? Oh, but that's Indiana. It's the first round. Because, see, because here's the thing. No matter what LeBron James does, this is what the argument will always be. So he might have 50,000 points. He could have 25,000 assists and 25,000 rebounds. Jordan was 6-0. So that's...
Is that a fact, or am I embellishing? Am I exaggerating?
How does that taint LeBron James' legacy? We talk about LeBron James.
Well, if you're going to compare it to Michael's, it's going to get tainted.
So finals is the only thing the way you measure a legacy. Am I correct?
6 with 6 MVPs in the finals? I'd say that's pretty hard to beat.
I'm just saying.
Right?
Is that the only way to measure a legacy?
I'd say in the end that would be the #1 statistic to apply to a legacy. 6-0 in the finals with 6 MVPs.
Well, Joe Montana. That's the #1 quarterback of all time.
Well, you've been saying that already. You've already said that.
Because it's hard. You
already backtracked. A year ago, you said it was Tom Brady. Now you backtracked.
I just want to know one thing. How do you get better than 4-0 with no interceptions in the Super Bowl?
Okay, well, you're saying that, and
LeBron
that's a whole other argument for another topic.
Did you see what LeBron did last night? He didn't miss a free throw.
I agree. That was shocking.
He took 24 shots.
He's a 74% postseason.
He was 100 last night.
I know. It was rare. It was shocking. It was great. And they needed every last one.
Thank you. That's my point.
They did.
That's my point. Because he missed one, you say, that free throw he missed cost him the game, and he's unclutched.
Yeah.
But guess what? Guess what you can't say?
What?
Can't say nothing. That's what you can't say. Nothing.
Will Baker Mayfield be the first pick tonight? We'll discuss that next.